Well, I have to say, I think the pressure of that $76 billion highway robbery job that Adam Silver pulled off last year is finally affecting his judgment. I'm going to play a video for you here of Adam Silver on the Dan Patrick Show, where he talks about what, in my opinion, is one of the worst ideas I've heard a commissioner ever utter on or off of television. This is about actually shortening the quarters, wait for it, to just 10 minutes.
And I'm probably in a minority. As we get more involved in global basketball, the NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. And I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. I'm not sure that many others are. I mean, putting aside what it means for records and things like that, I think that a 2-hour format for a game is more consistent with sort of modern television habits. I don't think people in arenas aren't asking us to shorten the game, but I think as a television program, being 2 hours, that's Olympic basketball, is 2 hours. College basketball, of course, is.
Yeah, but if you
minutes.
like it, I'd say it has kind of a little bit of a push there.
Yeah, but it's such a dramatic change to the game. I mean, I think something like that would have to be talked more about.
So that was Adam Silver on the Dan Patrick Show a little earlier in the day. Hey, if you're new to the NBA Rundown, please go ahead and, of course, subscribe and, of course, like this video. We're going to talk about Adam Silver's absolutely crazy idea on the show today. I have to say, when I've heard this actual video, I saw it, I watched it, I thought, well, maybe Adam Silver was joking. I don't know, joking like Jalen Hurts' straitjacket comment that he made a couple days ago. But at the end of the day, what I thought was actually a joke turned out to be reality. Adam Silver was actually serious about preferring 10-minute quarters in basketball. Now, I don't consider myself much of a traditionalist when it comes to the world of sports. I'm a progressive watcher of sports. I enjoy, if you will, solid rule changes. If the commissioner is really concerned about the games being too long, well, there are ways, Adam, for you to actually shorten the game. One of those ways is to not take as many commercial breaks, which of course isn't going to happen. Another way is to actually shorten the half times a little bit. Shorten times between quarters. Don't have your refs calling as many fouls as they call. Doing a better job from an efficiency standpoint with instant replay. Look, at the end of the day, I think there are ways that the commissioner can legitimately shorten the games if that's a concern. I don't know about you. I watch the National Football League. I watch Major League Baseball. I watch the NBA. I watch college basketball. I watch college football. I watch it all. And I can tell you that I don't feel like the NBA games at this point are too long. In terms of the 10-minute quarter idea, it has to be, seriously, one of the worst ideas I've ever heard uttered by a commissioner in the history of sports. Love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this particular topic. Finally, today, I thought I'd spend just a minute talking about Bronny James. Now, we saw Bronny James actually get some real minutes in Philadelphia yesterday. He played about 15 minutes in the game, and it was clear to everybody watching, including myself, that Bronny did not seem to have a very good game. Look, basketball players are on and off all the time. Basketball players who probably shouldn't be in the NBA at this stage of the game are technically going to struggle. But what did you want Bronny James to do when the Los Angeles Lakers actually drafted him in the second round? Did you expect Bronny James to actually say, no thanks, I think I'll go sell insurance someplace? Of course, Bronny James was actually going to take a deal that is from his father's team. Sure, nepotism played a role, but if you're a parent and you have the opportunity to actually open up a door for your son or daughter, you're probably going to do it. That is, if you are a good parent. Look, at the end of the day, basketball players that thrive in the NBA often have to thrive after going through a considerable amount of development. Very few basketball players who hit the NBA, regardless of whether or not they're a first or second round or undrafted player, are successful out of the gate. Look, I can look at countless examples of players that were questionable about whether or not they were ever going to succeed in the NBA. Recent examples include Scottie Pippen Jr. and, of course, Gary Payton II, both of which have proven they can play real minutes in the NBA. But it took both of them several journeys to the G League and several years before they actually turned things around. If we take a look at the hottest player in the NBA right now, or at least one of the hottest players in the NBA, and Amen Thompson, there were calls for Amen Thompson being traded 6 weeks ago. But over the last 6 weeks, something has clicked. If you will, Amen Thompson has actually figured things out, and that's why he is no longer a trading piece that the Houston Rockets would even consider moving. Look, all I'm saying about Bronny James is he's going to need some time. Will he ever truly develop into a really good basketball player? Will he ever truly develop just into a role player that can play 10 to 15 minutes a game? Look, the jury's still out on all of that. What we do know is that he has played better in the G League. Of course, the G League is not the NBA. All right, those are some thoughts for you. Love to get your opinions. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to the NBA Rundown today. Once again, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe for the NBA Rundown. I'm Dave Dubois, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always